Are high insurance rates dragging you down? Call Randy King at 817-226-5464.
FridayNightGlory.com, Parker Turley here at the Cotton Bowl with Kaedric Cobbs, big-time running back of the Denton-Guyer Wildcats. You had a big rushing game tonight, 4 touchdowns. Talk about what the offensive line did to open holes up for you all night.
Our offense is the best offensive line that I've seen since I've been here. They do a great job picking up movement on the front, opening holes for me, and they do the hard part. If I don't get touched within 3 yards, that's wonderful. Because then that means I'm isoed on a backer, and that's usually a win for us. But they do a great job. They're amazing. They're a great offensive line.
It was a very tough back-and-forth game, but you guys seem prepared because you guys had a game like that last week against Toledo. How do you feel playing tough competition in the early games of the season will help you all down the stretch?
This is going to be big for when we get into more close games, maybe in district. Even if we have a close game next week, this is just kind of shows our maturity. But we got to be more mature and keep getting better each week and not let victories like this go to our head.
Offensively, you guys had a couple turnovers early. Talk about what the coaches were telling y'all and how y'all bounce back after the turnovers and keep your mindset straight.
They were just like, you already know. You don't have to tell us anything. They say we don't have to tell you anything. Just go out there and do what you do. You're a great player. Just go out there and show it.
I know you worked very hard this offseason in the weight room and out on the field. Talk about how it feels for it to just pay off in these first couple of weeks.
I did a lot of running to get faster, so in moments like that when I'm one-on-one with a backer, I can just kind of turn and outrun him. And then Kyle Keese, he's a great strength and conditioning coach. There's a reason we were out here to come out there and maybe 105 with heat index and perform the way we did. No cramps, very minimal injuries. I think that's just a testament to our strength and conditioning program.
This was a Saturday morning game, and I know usually you're used to playing on Friday nights. Was your preparation any different?
We had a couple morning practices this week just to get our bodies acclimated to it. But besides that, it kind of made me more excited because, it kind of just, I want to play college football, and this is what it's going to be like on the next level. So you kind of get a taste of that playing in big stadiums like this. It's easy to get excited for games like this.
And talking about the offensive line blocking, your receivers blocked really great on the edge tonight. Talk about the pride they take and what they do out there to help you all win.
They take great pride in that. I'm going to give a specific example on. We ran stretch down there on the goal line, and Camden Threlkale held on to his block for about, I want to say it was probably 3 seconds, and his dude didn't hit me until I was a yard in the end zone. It was him, Brandon DeLeon, Seth Meador, Travis Romar, KJ Liggins. They all did a great job. I think last week our coach got on to him a little bit because there are a couple plays where if they block it, it's a big play. So I think they took it really personal this week.
Talk about taking things personal. As y'all move on, going each week, are y'all going to take it personal that y'all are the best team on the field and nobody's stopping y'all?
Yes, sir. It's one of those things where you want to go out there day in and day out and prove that you're the best team on the field, whether that be a great competition, bad competition, and middle. We want to go out there and play like this every week, just to minimize mistakes.
FridayNightGlory.com, Parker Turley here at the Cotton Bowl Classic. I'm here with Seth Meador, wide receiver for the Guyer Wildcats. Y'all had a huge win against Cedar Hill tonight. What was your preparation knowing that it was a Saturday morning instead of a Friday night?
Saturday morning games, especially not in the playoffs, are kind of difficult. But, we're a very mature team, and we prepared well, getting a lot of sleep last night, texting each other, making sure we're all going to bed at a good time, and, waking up, being prepared. We got out of here before Cedar Hill did, and, that's just that mental game. We got to get our minds right.
It was a very physical, very hard-hitting game. Lots of big hits. Talk about what your mentality was out there, because I know y'all's running game was very on today, and y'all were very physical. And your receivers, I thought y'all blocked very well. Do y'all take pride in that?
Yes, of course we take pride in that. We play for each other. That's what we're always here for. And I wouldn't want to trade that in for anything else.
And then you had a big touchdown tonight. And talk about what your mindset was on that touchdown. What you saw out there.
A play had to be made, and playmakers make plays.
How is it catching the ball from Eli?
Oh, Eli throws a beautiful ball. all of us, he's just got such a tight spot. We all talk about how it's easy to like focus on because it's just so tight.
Obviously, the offensive line was a big key for y'all tonight, giving Eli time to throw the ball and get the ball to all y'all's receivers and spread it around. How thankful are you for those guys?
Oh, I'm beyond thankful. Those guys are they're our bloodline. I would do anything for them. I wouldn't trade them in for the world.
Obviously, last week y'all beat Alito. This week you beat Cedar Hill. How do you feel this will help y'all in a tough district?
In a tough district, we're taking pride in what we do. We're building confidence, and we're just taking it one game at a time.
How are y'all going to build off of this win going into the next week?
There hasn't been a 2-0 team at Guyer since 2011. And like I said, we're going to take pride in that. And, we're very confident in who we are, very confident in the things we can accomplish. And, we're looking down the road. But for right now, we're just taking it one game at a time through the season.
Appreciate you giving us some time. This is Seth Meador and Parker Turley checking out from the Cotton Bowl.
Hey, Jared Gamble here at FridayNightGlory.com. I'm here with receiver for the Guyer Wildcats, Travis Romar. Big time win at the Cotton Bowl, 40-36 against the Cedar Hill Longhorns. Tell me about that game. How fun was it?
It was very fun. We stressed it. It was like Monday that even though we won Alito, like we still got to come even harder because Cedar Hill they talk a lot of stuff, and just to win it's amazing. It's really amazing.
It's a big time win. Now you had a huge first half, had well over probably 70 yards, had about 3 or 4 catches, but you had a key block that had Eli go for 85 down here on this right sideline. A huge block. Tell me a little bit about that block. Do you take pride in blocking, not only catching?
Oh yeah, they receiver coaches, they stress about blocking all the time. Blocking goes a long way, and when I had that block for Eli, I didn't know he was coming my way, and as soon as I saw him go by, I was like, oh, like that's a touchdown because he's fast, and that was a big moment for me.
Yeah, so it's a Saturday game. You don't have many of those, so really the playoff starts 10 a.m. early game. Was it do you have like a little bit of a different preparation rather than on a Friday night, or was it kind of the same mentality, the same routine as a Friday night game?
I think it may have been the same mentality, but a different preparation. It's like, because, we had to, it's a morning game, so I had to make sure I got my 9 hours of sleep. We all had to make sure we got our 9 hours of sleep and plenty of water. We had to eat. And I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Now even though it's only week 2, y'all have had 2 huge wins. First against Alito, which was last week, today against Cedar Hill. Do you like where you like where the team is at right now?
I mean, we can honestly be better. We can be better, defensively and offensively. Offensively we did our part. Defensively, they had some issues where they could have fixed here and there. But I love defense. I love my defense. They can step it up. I'm not worried. It's all good.
This is Travis Romar for the Guyer Wildcats with a huge win against Cedar Hill Longhorns. This is Jared Gamble with FridayNightGlory.com.
Adam Sandoval with Friday Night Glory. I'm here with quarterback Eli Stowers of Denton Guyer. Eli, this game was a nail-biter. How did this make you feel?
First of all, I got to thank, the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I mean, without him, none of this is possible. Obviously, I got to thank my O-linemen. They did an amazing job last week, and they did just as good a job this week. Obviously it was a good win, but like I said, this is non-district. Really, these games don't matter. We'll probably see Cedar Hill get in the playoffs. So we got to get our minds right, forget about this one, and move on and go win the rest of the season.
Throughout the game, you showed your athleticism and your arm strength. How do you progress that throughout the year going to the next couple games?
Yeah, I think it definitely, experience helps me a lot. I worked really hard. Obviously, I've been growing my relationship with Jesus also, so obviously that helps as well. Obviously, it's not just me, growing as a player, but my whole team is growing as a player, and I got to thank my team too. So,
now preparing for this game, you set down a strategy. Did you feel like you fulfilled that strategy to get the win?
Yeah, there were a few plays. Obviously, we had 2 fumbles. We got 3 and out a couple times. So obviously, there's still a lot of stuff we got to work on. But I think we executed it. We executed it well, but it's still got to be better. So
now getting this win here in the Cotton Bowl, how do you roll this over into next week's game as you prepare for district?
Yeah, like I said, this is a good win, obviously, but we have to forget about this game. It was a good win as it is, but a win is a win. We still got 8 games left in the season, then we got playoffs. So we're good right now, but we still got a lot of work to do. So.
All right, that's Eli Stowers, quarterback for Denton Guyer High School. I'm Adam Sandoval with Friday Night Glory.